Hello everyone, this is Christy from MyScrapbookEvolution.com, and I'm also a co-host of the DigiScrapGeek Podcast. Now many of you are sitting in live with the DigiScrapGeek Podcast pre-iNSD show, and I figured today I would kick things off with a little bit of inspiration to get you scrapbooking. I'll be making a quick hybrid layout for you. Now you're probably wondering why I'm not live with the show today. I really wanted to be there with all of you, but as many of you know, when we're a memory keeper, we have to be in the moment with our family. And today my husband decided to spend some time with us. He took a day off from his busy work schedule to be with my son and I. So I'm off making memories with my family. However, if you still want to get to know me a little bit more, talk with me, I will be at the Get It Scrapped Crop on iNSD. That's tomorrow, Saturday, May 2nd. And you can join us for free. Just go to the link in the Get It Scrapped forums and you can join us pretty much all day. Whatever time zone you're in, there's probably going to be someone in the room to scrapbook with. Sometimes a big group of us, and we'll just be talking, chatting away, and seeing what different challenges and shopping opportunities there are out on the web. So I'm making this layout for you today using a kit from our very own Summer Christensen of Sulu Digital Designs. Summer is a wonderful designer, and she's got this artsy kit called You Are. I know you guys probably want to get back to the live show, so I've done a few things ahead of time, and I'm just going to explain myself with a little bit of a quick assembly here. So I've started off by printing two 8.5 by 11 pieces of paper with the pattern prints that Summer provided from the UR kit, and I went ahead and inked the edges and stitched all the way around just to add a little bit of texture. My goal is to not cover up too much of these artsy paint splatters. I really like them and I want to see them as part of the layout. I've got a simple picture of my son here, and I've taken the second piece of pattern paper and I've cut it down. Now depending on your photo size is how much you're going to end up cutting down this piece of pattern paper. I went ahead and stitched around the edges, and I added inking as well just to give it a little more definition and texture. Before I adhere it down, I did want to point out on the back that I did add chipboard in varying levels. That's going to give a little bit more dimension, and I've already got the adhesive, so I'm going to carefully place this down. I am placing it in such a way that I want to create a focal point around the photo. You'll notice that there's bits of this kind of pinky orange color here, and that kind of brings focus into the center of that photo with a bit of a triangle. The title is going to go here, and I just want to point out real quick that many of these digital elements can be printed out and cut with your silhouette, and what I want you to see is right over in this area. These are very delicate, detailed designs. You can size them to however you want, and the silhouette will cut them. So I didn't lose any of Summer's title. There's a little bit of this line that goes all the way through. And we're just going to add the word amazing here. You can see I've already begun embellishing the layout as well. My goal is to create a few visual triangles. That's one of my favorite design elements. So I've added some clusters of Summer's hearts here. The hearts come plain white, and I wanted to bring in some of the colors from the paper behind, especially this purple. Repeating colors is always a good thing. So I used some of these watercolors that have a little bit of shimmer to them, and I let them dry before I adhere them to the page. I've also added in some of these little flowers that Summer has in her kit. Now you probably can't see it very well here, but the center has sort of a jeweled kind of metal textured center, and I wanted to bring that out as well. When you have physical product, you can sometimes add it in, and in this case I added these jewels to the centers. I've also placed the flowers in a triangular formation here. This little guy wasn't quite dry before I started this, so I'll just add him back to the cluster. You'll notice that I've also chosen elements that match Summer's kits. So when you're scrapbooking hybrid, you don't have to limit yourself to the hybrid kit. Look for physical items in your supplies that will coordinate well with the kit. And that completes the layout. And again, you'll notice I've got a few triangles, all bringing the focal point into the photo. One more thing to note, Summer has these fabulous grunge brushes. I applied it to the photo using Photoshop before I printed it. They're very similar to those Instagram filters, Instagram frames, and they're a wonderful way to add just one more layer before you scrapbook. All that's left now is the journaling, and it's time for you all to get back to the live show. Remember, you can find me tomorrow at the Get It Scrapped live crop. Just again, head to Get It Scrapped in the forums. You'll find the link there. See you tomorrow, and happy iNSD.